Okay, so today I'm going to be playing Little Nightmares, and full disclosure, I actually played the first 10 minutes of this yesterday, which is why you'll probably see me get through the first few mini puzzles quite quickly and then be absolutely terrible at the rest. But what happened yesterday was that I sat down to play it, I sat down to record it, and then I got multiple phone calls for some reason, even though no one ever actually calls me ever, so I had to keep stopping. And also I found myself kind of commentating in a way that I wasn't really enjoying, and I found that I was kind of forcing myself to be more entertaining than I think is necessary. So combination of those two things, I said, fuck it, let's just start again and do it properly and try and do it a little bit better. So downloadable content, I think I actually have the complete edition of this, whatever that entails, but I'm not sure how to get access to the content or what the content actually is. So yeah, there you go, you'll see resume game. I wasn't far in, but yes, I do. I always find it a little bit weird with modern games that only have one save slot. It's a bit weird because that's like, historically you would have assumed that back in the day things would only have one save slot, like PS1, PS2 era, but they always had multiple save slots, usually at least 5 or 6 at least. But these days, with our unlimited space, it seems that only one slot is enough somehow. I suppose with chapter selections and stuff like that, it's less imperative to have multiple save slots, but still, what if, you wanted to have multiple saves? And I don't know, you kind of have to set up another account, wouldn't you, or use someone else's? But I won't be doing that anyway, so I don't really know why I'm going on at length about this. Yeah, so this weird person, I don't really know what's going on here. I suppose we'll find out. I don't know if this is us or not. I don't think this is us, but it seems like we're having a nightmare about this, as you'll see. Creepy ornamental person emerging from the darkness. So weird, a little raincoat person here. I'm assuming it's a girl, I'm not sure. I think just because the noise was very girly there, but yes. Yeah, I have no idea what those little triangle-y head things are. I've no idea what type of universe this is set in, what's going on. Yeah, so it's kind of funny to watch this now because these parts, I actually thought this was let me just tell you about this for a sec. I thought this was really clever. First of all, you have to figure out, you're given no guidance, which I think is great, and you have to figure out that circle to light your lighter. Like this lamp, it's R2 to pull that, and then I figured out after an embarrassingly long time that I had to kneel down using L2 to get through here. I like that. I appreciate games that don't hold your hand, and I appreciate games that allow you to use problem solving skills, because that's partly why you play a game like this. Obviously it's to some extent puzzle based, and I find that too many games don't throw you into deep ends. Like, well, that's kind of the point. The whole point of problem solving and puzzle skills are that you just kind of have to use everything in your cognitive ability to try and figure out what's what, and that includes which buttons are which, because it's not as if the controls in this are especially complex. Yeah, so I found this guy yesterday, and then I broke him about half a second later, so I don't know whether it's a thing where like you get some type of prize or something for carrying him to the end of the level. I don't know, but oh, so something just passed by that door. I didn't even notice that. I wonder. Well, rightio then. Probably could have thrown it on the bed, but there you go. This is very creepy, this room. I remember looking at this yesterday, being like, what the fuck's going on here? Guy looks like he's hanging. So, that's unnerving and dark. Again, it's really funny to kind of watch myself going through this and really look like I know my shit when in actual fact it took me a very long time to figure out a lot of this. I wasn't here for hours or anything, but I definitely wasn't figuring stuff out first try. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it so far. I like one of my problems with the trailers I saw of this were that I was worried that it would feel a little bit too clunky or not enjoyable, because I found that with games that are somewhat similar to this. So I found that with Unravel, I actually didn't really enjoy the movement because it felt very heavy for a creature that's supposed to be very lightweight. Oh, is that another little... Is that another statue? No. It's a lamp. Give me this. Aha. I can carry it. But yeah, I've found that some games like that the movement doesn't really feel organic to what you'd expect, and I like that this does actually really feel a lot. So it feels kind of quick and the feedback feels responsive. Spent about 10 minutes trying to climb up this yesterday before realizing I could pull that wood off. And who doesn't like to pull off wood? Yes. I was wondering if I could jump over that. I don't know if I can, but I didn't again. So, I don't like these slugs. They're really, really disgusting. But, yeah, leave me alone, please. Yuck. Okay, go. Ah! Yeah. Slightly overeager to get away from the slugs there. Okay, so round 2. Now we're through, and we're just gonna calm down a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Another little triangle head. So in this game, I might have already mentioned it, I can't remember if I did, but you press R2 to grab onto stuff, which is an interesting mechanic. Actually, just want to check what's down here. Oh! Nothing. Okay. It's an interesting mechanic, I think, because, and I'm not sure, obviously I'm not seeing the full extent of its use right at the beginning, but I'm interested to see where they go with it, because in many games, obviously, when you start climbing a ladder, you just climb. You don't have to hold on to the button necessarily, but in this you do, so I'm sure there are uses for that. Well, I think it's actually an interesting idea, because if you imagine a creature this size in an environment this big, you would imagine that actually holding on to... okay, I see what's going on. Actually holding on to stuff like ladders and planks of wood would be a task, so there's no real reason why it should just be automated, you know? So I like that you have to... Okay, let's... Nah! Run! Yeah. Okay, cool, I like it. Yeah. So basically, that's what I was saying. It makes no sense that these tasks would come easily, like climbing up these planks. Why would they? Because if there were proportionally sized planks that I had to climb up, I definitely wouldn't be just flying up them. Okay, I don't know if I'm just not pulling this properly, or... just letting that, this little triangly head guy. Woo! I like the slide, actually. It's fun. Slides are always fun in games. Games need slides more. Who on earth is that? Creepy mofo, now that. No doubt, even. even though I haven't played it, this reminds me of a game Inside. I wonder how influenced by it was, or whatever. It's kind of funny how playing on PlayStation stuff kind of alters your method of playing games and stuff. I found that, like, with torches like that, I'm very confident that there's going to be a trophy for lighting everyone in the game or whatever, or something like that. So it's interesting. I think the introduction of trophies and stuff does kind of alter how you play a little bit. I can actually close this door just to get a better view. See, now that's what you call excellent game design, excellent environment design, because what happened there was I was running over and I saw these toilet rolls and I was like, well, I kind of would like to see the full room, but that door's in the way. Can I close it? The mechanic suggested I can, and I could, and that's actually the solution to the little mini puzzle. So I like that a lot. That is very good. Yes. Okay. Ah, it sounds timed. Run. Are you through? Yay. Okay. Children's toys at night in the darkness. Always creepy. Okay, so we have another one of these, and fuck you, train. Goddamn socialist infrastructure. Okay. Okay, so obviously we have to find the switch. Back here I can hear some noise. No, that's the noise from that direction. You can see a little hole up there. So, are we going in here? I don't think we're going in here, are we? Okay, let me just have another little quick look here. There seems to be a wire up there that runs through. I don't know if that's a wire, but what exactly are we trying to do here again? Yeah, we're trying to turn off that. I don't know if that's... That just looks like a fuse box rather than a switch. Can't really see where that goes. Can we... No. Well, I'm assuming there's a reason why they've decided to give a little window back into the last room, and maybe it's a case of needing to go back and press the switch that we pressed to get in here to get back, and then we can jump through the window and get back in. Maybe. But you'd have to run pretty fast, and I'm not really sure how you'd get back up unless there's... No, I was about to see if I could jump on that, but I can't. So let's have a look. Right, so, well, we're back in here. Can I pull this? No. Can't get back in there, so... Am I supposed to just be able to sprint all the way through? Run! Go! Run! Run! Ah, okay. That was a lot easier than I thought. Be some prisoners in there. Might find myself in there if I'm not obeying the laws of society. I think my little person's getting tired from running. Ah! Creepy. Reminds me of the Scarecrow parts in Batman Arkham Asylum. Remember them freaking me the fuck out at the time. I love Batman Arkham Asylum. I must go back and maybe stream it sometime. I've been thinking that I might make videos of the challenge maps or something. Could make videos of the whole game, but then I'd have to start it again for the 6 millionth time. Wow, we're getting, oh lord, we're gonna get under the bed here. Look at this creepy motherfucker. The fuck's this guy? Ah, get away from me, you fucking creepy motherfucker. Look at them going around. Ah, he doesn't have any legs. Not that that's inherently creepy, obviously. I'm not saying people with no legs are creepy, but he literally has no lower half and he's walking around, so it's deeply disturbing. Yeah, maybe it's some orphanage for little raincoat people. I always wonder in situations like these. I've been playing Silent Hill 3 with a couple of friends recently, and I don't understand how people in these situations wouldn't just like crawl up into a corner and say fuck this shit. Also, it looks like I'm in some type of physical pain. Could be hungry. I don't look hungry though. Seems a lot more painful than that. Yeah, like in this situation, I'd just be like, fuck this. Do I have to eat or something? Sudden onset extreme hunger syndrome. Hey! Hey, Billy, give me some of your apple before I pull your underwear up above your head. I don't know if this person is a good person. Oh, they are. They're giving me bread. Thanks, Billy. Eat it. Nice. This game is very strange, isn't it? Very strange indeed, but I like it. I like the originality. I like the kind of gothic atmosphere. There's just something about the fusion of childlike things with extremely dark material, like that noose hanging from the ceiling, that's very compelling and disturbing at the same time. It's like the I was having a look at my laptop to make sure the audio was running okay, and so I ran off the cliff. Yeah, there's something about the combination of kind of extreme childlike elements and really dark facets of an environment that, I don't know, I think maybe they trigger both the most innocent and most cynical aspects of humanity, you know. It's like, it's kind of fair enough. It's kind of like the best and the worst type of thing. Like, I really like that. So when I went to push that box off, in my mind, oh, for fuck's sake, in my mind I was like, wonder if I'll hear this dropping. But like, what a clever idea it is to have something like that and have it take ages to drop, because instead of, like, you don't have to pan the camera down and be like, this is a really long drop, you know, it's a long way down. It's like, no, put something there like a little crate that you know the average gamer is going to just decide they want to push off the edge. Put that down and then let them push it off, and let them see how long it takes for it to fall and make the noise. And I like that. You can tell that there's, oh fuck me sideways. Speaking of a long way down, god damn it. But you can tell there's been so much thought put into the design ideas, and little kind of interesting facets like that can really create atmosphere without being explicit. And I think subtly creating an atmosphere will always trump the creator trying to explicitly outline something that they want you to feel. No, give me a missable chance to figure out what the environment is, because it's another one of those things. It's like the way, you know, the very common and well-known psychological finding that if you come up with an idea yourself, you're far more likely to believe in it and stick to it. And in that same way, I think when you are part of the vehicle that creates an atmosphere, you're far more likely to become engaged in it than having it spoon-fed to you. You know, maybe I'm overthinking things a little bit, but if anyone agrees with that or has any ideas, I'd definitely like to hear them. Can I like this? I can. Could be a checkpoint as well, those lanterns. And lanterns definitely a better way to describe them than torch. Fuck, I did it again. Obviously you can't jump across them. But yeah, and obviously I'm talking quite a lot of shit as we go here, but if you hear me say anything that you think is especially bullshit or something that you think you might agree with, please let me know in the comments so we can have a very interesting discussion about it. You can call me out on my bullshit. See, this is kind of more what it was like yesterday when I played originally, and I really struggled to figure things out, or I do the same dumb thing multiple times. But so far I've found that the checkpoints aren't too unforgiving. I think they encourage you to have another go at it, because like if it was a case of being thrown all the way back to the start of the level or something, I'd be a lot more annoyed. It seems like this is potentially swing side to side, so maybe I have to wait until it's over my side. But it's just little things like that as well that kind of add to the experience, because your instinct is obviously to jump. Oh my god, I forgot I had to press R2. That was the problem the whole fucking time. Okay. So it wasn't the jump, it was me not pressing R2. And that's what I mean, that's part of what I was talking about when I said that. In most games you jump and they just automatically latch onto that, but I was bouncing off because I wasn't pressing R2. So I don't know if I have to. Okay, can I switch over? No. So I have to jump off this, probably down here, but I was afraid to do it initially because it looks quite precarious, especially considering what I just did. Nah, it's okay, that was fine. That was no problem at all. Unsurprising. No, not unsurprisingly, very surprisingly actually. Okay, now we have two levers here, or levers, as you Americans like to call it. I've got a lever. Hey guys, pull the lever. Mama's making her cherry pie. And what's this one do? Oh, that brings it over there. That brings it back, I'm assuming. Back. Yes. Okay, so... Alright. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I would have thought that I'd have to do like a run and jump and get up, but obviously not. I didn't really... I very stupidly didn't realize that it would just stop at the wall, and now we're back here. And now through my own stupidity I'm getting to a situation where I'm saying, I have to do this again. My little person's getting tired again. Should probably go easy on the running until it's necessary. I wonder if that's an added difficulty element where if you run too much, you'll get hungry too soon and really bollocks yourself before important parts. I wonder. I can never hear the phrase now, I wonder, without thinking of, pardon, Harry Potter when he goes to Ollivander's. You know, he says, I wonder, and then, and Harry's like, what? Voldemort's wand? Yeah, okay, well that's enough Harry Potter for one day. Well, anyway. Harry Potter is... Oh my god. I'm better not be dead. Alright. Harry Potter is a timeless classic. One of the most depressing things that ever happened to me was that I was tutoring teenagers in different subjects, and none of them had seen or read Harry Potter or the Lord of the Rings. Actually, and I was like, "Whoa, that's one of those I'm getting old moments." And also, young people are idiots. Because everybody loves Harry Potter. Young people, old people, everything in between. Although one thing that does annoy me is how insistent that J.K. Rowling is on staying relevant despite not really offering anything worthwhile since Harry Potter. I really don't like her retroactive changes to the series. I was like, no, actually, it turns out that Harry's glasses were made of Sirius's pubic hair all along. It's like, nah, you can't really decide that, unfortunately. Stuff like the Dumbledore's gay thing, I thought was completely fine, cool, because like it always. Not that I ever thought about it, because like, why would you? Who the fuck cares if he's gay or not? He's whatever. Sexuality is sexuality. But I suppose there were kind of little subtle hints, and not really in a I wouldn't mean this to be in a derogatory sense, obviously, but there are, you know, little things like see, that's quite hard to actually say these things without them sounding bad, but like even little things like the way he really liked knitting, and kind of he was very soft spoken, and he always had kind of penchant for some feminine things. You can see how but then again, that doesn't really mean anything. There's lots of straight men, plenty. Sure, I like plenty of feminine things myself, but yeah. But what I'm saying is the outrage over people getting angry because Dumbledore was gay. And it's like, there was no evidence of that. It's like, well, yeah, no real evidence, because like, but like, does there need to be evidence? Not really, I don't think. Like, who the fuck cares? If someone's gay, they're gay. Like, Dumbledore doesn't have to dance around the Great Hall in drag to be gay. You know, he could be gay. Anyone could be gay. Like, no, Sirius Black could have been gay. Who the fuck cares? You don't know, you know. But yeah, I was fine with that. I actually thought that was pretty cool, to be honest, because it's one of those. I think it was a clever idea. It was like the way. Also, if you want to skip forward about a minute in this stream, if you haven't played The Last of Us and you want to play it, the PS3 one, I'm about to drop a bit of a spoiler, but the way that they kind of retroactively announced that he is gay was a really clever idea, I think, because what it did was it introduced millions of people to her character, let them fall in love with her character, let them really like her character. If you have shit tasting characters. Sorry, I'm stuck in my throat. But anyway, they introduced you to her character, and then through DLC it was like, yeah, by the way, she's gay. So I would like to think that that was a pretty clever way of not especially tricking people into being like not tricking people into being like, ha 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 ha, you like a gay person, but like, it seems like a really good way to get someone accustomed to a gay character and be like, yeah, see, she was gay the whole time, and who cares? Doesn't matter. It's a character. It's a person. Whatever. So I'd like to think that the Dumbledore thing. Ah! I'd like to think the Dumbledore thing worked in a similar way. That would be pretty cool if it did, at least. But you don't know. Generally, people who I think don't like gay people might not be convinced, but yeah, well, it was a good idea nonetheless. Okay, so with this wandering eye here, and all this talk of retroactive homosexuality, I think this could be a good place to leave it for home. I was about to say homosexual 1, episode 1 even. Okay, I'm just going to keep on running through my recording anyway, but I'm going to record episode 1 and 2 together, but you'll be split up from me. So, see you on the other side.